this is the perfect place for my first meeting with Mr. Overwell. Olga, you're only brilliant.
Together, we will dazzle him.
I am going to be the very best celebrity spokesperson that Overwell Incorporated ever had.
Oh, darling, you just turn on that Erica Kane charm, and Mr. Overwell will be yours for the taking.
Well, it's a very good thing that I listen to my own instincts and not to all the naysayers, Olga. And now I'm on top. I'm back where I belong, and it's wonderful.
And it's New York.
Yes.
You can make it here. You can make it anywhere. You know, I don't mean to sound ignorant, but what is this stuff?
It's melon with prosciutto ham. It's delicious.
Ham?
As in the meat of a pig?
Dimitri's favorite.
Oh, cheer up, Peg. It's not like he's on some camel ride in the Sahara. He's on business in New York. And $10 says he's not starving.
Shall I pour some more wine now?
Please.
Oh, it is such a beautiful night. I love eating outdoors. You can just close your eyes and smell the mayflowers, can't you? This is yummy. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. This is romantic. Okay, I'm gonna make a toast to good wine, good food, and great company. What more could we possibly ask for?
Hi, all. Is there room for one more?
More coffee?
No, thanks. Just a check.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey, last season we were undefeated. This season we're going all the way through. I'm telling you.
We're taking
Yeah, we should run. Take that table right over there. Yes, sirree, that's true. Come on, Amanda. Say yay, team. You say yay, team.
All My Children, brought to you by AT&T. We help put your world within reach.
Yeah, I was going to make some of my 9-alarm chili or have Tim cook his specialty there. Raw carrots with cheese toast. Amanda likes those cheese toast. But it's a celebration for you, Jamal. We didn't want to be pumping our guts afterwards, did we, Tim?
Right, Dad. I got a lot of celebrating. I got hope.
Hey, room and board as long as you need it, buddy. And welcome to our humble abode.
Also known as the Dylan Funny Farm. I miss Mama and Livy and Tom. But hanging out at my best friend's for a while is cool, too.
It's just us guys.
And Amanda, but she's no trouble.
Hi, Amanda. Hi. What can I get for you folks?
I'll have a brew. Let's see, 2 root beers, right? Chocolate milk and breadsticks. Breadsticks on the double, please.
Amanda lives for breadsticks.
Breadsticks, okay.
Do you guys want to hit the jukebox?
Yes.
Here you go.
I'd love to hear Verge Underkill's latest.
Oh, thanks. I thought you left. I changed my mind. Excuse me? I don't want to leave. Why are you whispering? I've got a sore throat. Well, if you're not going to crash and burn like you did the last time you were here, you know, cause a scene. No, I'll be fine. Just leave me alone. Well, I can't hold up this table all night. I'll have a cup of coffee. More coffee. Here you are.
Ooh, look at that. Say thank you. Thank you, yes. She loves
Do you like those?
What, no tunes, guys?
No, machine's out of order.
That's too bad. So what do you study in school? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a Louisiana Purchase. Boy, that was a sweet deal, huh? You got that one from Napoleon cheap. Not as cheap as we got in Manhattan. History of America is loaded with sweet real estate deals, boys. contracts. That's what's made this country great. You heard that from me first. Remember that, Jamal.
Yeah. Sweet for the settlers. Robbery for the Indians. Native Americans.
Yeah, there were some lousy fast ones. Speaking of which...
Hey, I thought that might have been your car out in the parking lot. I wasn't sure. Hey, Jamal. Tim, how's it going? Hey, it's Amanda.
What can we do for you?
Nothing. I come in here a couple of times a week, have dinner. Oh, and have you tried the cheeseburgers here? Unbelievable. If I'm doing anything, I feel guilty. I just saw you.
Cheeseburgers, okay?
This is silly. You know, I'm here, you're here. Do you mind if I join you?
Hey, we got rules, remember? Boundaries. You want to hang with Jamal, you call me first, you clear it.
Look, don't bother. You want me to tell him, Mr. Dillon?
It's up to you, Mr. Wilson.
Let me put it to you this way. See you in court.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means you don't own me. I'm suing you for divorce.
Melon with prosciutto. Dimitri's favorite. And mine. Another place setting, please? Oh, I will help myself to a glass of wine. Not expecting me.
You don't expect hurricanes either, but they happen.
Actually, the weather's been really nice lately, and certainly we don't need another storm after this really bad winter we just had. So are the tulips in bloom down there at the hunting lodge?
Yeah, but it's so lonely down there. Kind of want company.
What'd you do with Anton? Slice him up and have him for lunch?
It's very funny, Edmund. Anton's working. He works like a dog at the hospital for peanuts.
Boy, I think it's bad now. Wait till he's an intern.
I used to say he was going to flunk out of medical school because he never studied, but now that I live with him, I realize he's a grind. He's either at class, or he's at work, or he's got his nose in some book. Anyway, I hope you don't mind, but he told me to make myself at home, so here I am. What are we having for dinner?
Kendall, given the, to put it mildly, bad blood that's gone on
tonight
here,
we're
don't you
having
think you
chicken
have a lot
cordon
of...
bleu.
Oh, who picked that? There's enough fat and cholesterol in that to clog every artery in the body. In the future, please tell the cook I prefer fish. It is so much healthier.
I'll give them the message.
I got a better idea. Why don't you get your rod and do a little deep-sea fishing yourself? I hear the Bermuda Triangle is lovely this time of year.
I'm surprised you don't put your foot down and tell the housekeeper to run this house right. Unless you all want to weigh 1,000,000 pounds and die before you're 50. Of course, Peggy is already way past that.
So, Kendall, you and Anton are already all settled into the lodge down there, aren't you? You don't need anything, do you?
Nothing that a good contractor and a decorator couldn't fix. I mean, that place needs more windows. It is so dark and gloomy. Old world. Moldy.
You're lucky you have a roof over your head after what you pulled. You want more windows? Move to the Y.
Edmund, could you pass me the butter,
They have
please,
skylights.
sweetie? You know, the weather has been so nice. It really has been. Spring is my very favorite time of year. Isn't it yours too, honey? Sweetie?
You'd never thought you'd be having dinner here with me again, did you? Well, it goes to show how things and people can really change. How unpredictable life really is. Don't you agree? Julia? Cat got your tongue?
Oh, yeah, life is unpredictable. All right.
Like a bowl of cherries full of pits.
So, Julia, how do you like living at Wildwind?
Oh, I like it fine.
I'm sure. Has the latest Merrick bride studied the family motto carved in the tombstone at the Merrick Mausoleum?
Put a sock in it, Kendall.
What is left when honor is lost? Oh, it is just so noble. You know what I would love, Peggy? Could you get me a glass of water? I am just dying of
Don't
thirst.
you touch that pitcher.
Oh, don't worry.
You're thirsty? You want some water? You get it yourself.
Edmund, sit down.
You just killed my appetite.
Edmund. Excuse me, please.
What's keeping that slowpoke Lucy with the next course?
Well, Erica, this is a surprise. Hello, Olga.
Hello.
May I introduce Carol Jurgens? This is Olga Svensson and Erica King.
How do you do?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Carol's a business associate. We're discussing a limited partnership she manages.
Well, I see. What a coincidence. Olga and I are here on business as well. In fact, I'm about to become the official spokesperson for Overwell Incorporated.
Overwell?
Yes.
I heard that they're expanding internationally.
Both Asia and Europe, I hear. Excuse me. Mr. Overwell sees us, Eric. I think we should go.
Oh, yes, of course. He's waiting. Well, it was extremely nice running into you, Dimitri, and very pleasant meeting you, Miss Jurgens.
My pleasure.
Yes, same here. Bye-bye. Mr. Overwell, I'm sorry we're late.
Oh, say no more about it. I'm Erica Kane. I'd know you anywhere.
Thank you.
Champagne?
Yes, thank you so much. I adore champagne. Thank you. And I am extremely anxious to talk to you, Mr. Overwell, about all your wonderful products, the ones you wish me to endorse.
Direct, to the point. I like that. I like that very much. But it's too soon. I'd like to get to know, first, the people that I'm going to work with. I'd like to know how they think, what they're like, what makes Erica Kane tick.
Well, my resume certainly speaks for itself.
You forget about your resume. I want to know about the real you.
Mr. Overwell, Erica has a voice.
Yes, I have a public voice that is just in sync with your desires for your products, as a matter of fact. Excellence, honesty, integrity.
No. I don't want you to tell me about your public voice. That's common knowledge. I want to delve into the Erica Kane inquiring minds haven't reached yet. Tell me about yourself. Everything. Don't leave anything out.
I hardly know where to start.
Well, I'll help you. Start with stabbing your husband.
Dr. Mark, you want to see me?
Anton. You want a break now?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. Please, sit down. Join me.
Is something wrong? You don't have a problem with my work performance, do you, sir?
Quite the opposite. I've been reviewing applications for internships. You have an excellent record.
Thank you.
Your academic achievement in Germany, your lab work here on immunosuppressants, very, very impressive. Dr. Warnick says you're going to be our next Jonas Salk. You have a bright future.
I hope so.
There's just one thing that puzzled me a little. On your application form, I noticed you asked for married staff housing.
Oh, yes, but I don't think I'll need it after all.
Ah, and you changed your mind about getting married?
No, I haven't changed my mind at all, but my fiancée and I have already found a place to live, at least for now.
So you still intend to get married?
Not tomorrow, but soon, yeah.
Ah, I see.
Is that a problem?
Not officially. But Anton, we run a very rigorous internship program here. Our shifts can run anywhere from 8 hours to 48 hours. You're always on call. You're going to have very little, if any time at all, to yourself, much less any time for your wife. So in general, we encourage our applicants to defer marriage, at least until they become residents.
I don't think I can wait that long, sir. I mean, I'm in love. All I want right now is to make Kendall my wife.
Kendall? You engaged to Kendall Hart?
That is way too salty. Can you take that back to the kitchen and ask them to make something else? There's no way I could eat that.
I like it salty.
Me too.
Are you kidding? Do you know what salt does to your blood pressure? Hypertension can kill you. Plus, if you eat too much salt, you get thirsty, you drink a lot, you get all bloated. Salt is a definite no-no.
Kendall prefers lemon as a seasoning.
Now, I think lemon is lovely.
Accounts for her sour personality. Excuse me.
Gee, Peggy, for someone who's nothing more than a glorified servant, you certainly are.
I thought that you were the expert on serving. Time, that is.
I wonder why Dimitri lets the hired help sit at the table with the family. He thinks she'd be much more comfortable in the kitchen.
Well, you know, the girl has a point there. The air is a lot cleaner in there. Julia, would you like a little more...
Oh, you did that on purpose!
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you know what's good for that? Club soda. It never fails. Oh, I forgot one thing. Napkin? Excusez-moi.
Oh, this dress is going to have to be dry cleaned. It's got revolting chicken cordon bleu. I can't believe it is ruined. What are you smirking at?
Oh, was I smirking?
Watch out for that Peggy, nasty old witch. Had infamy since day one. You think this is really funny?
I think it is great. For once, I'm not the biggest screw-up at the table.
You see, the thing is, Mr. McIntyre, Jamal never got his day in court.
He can't sue me.
Sure he can. In fact, your son has hired yours truly, Trevor Dillon Esquire, to represent him. He is my client, and on his behalf, I can sue to terminate your parental rights. I filed the papers today.
You're not serious.
Yes, I am. You see, Family Services made a mistake giving Jamal to you. Then Judge McGrath denied Olivia's injunction. But fortunately, in this state, all is not lost. A minor can retain a lawyer to exercise his civil rights.
I paid him money and everything.
Jamal, this is a crock. Kid can't divorce his father.
Read the papers, watch the news?
Look, I don't know what you're up to, but this kind of legal mumbo-jumbo isn't going to do anybody any good. And I don't want to discuss this anymore in front of my son. I don't want him any more upset than he already is.
Who's upset? This is what I want.
Mr. Wilson, I happen to agree with Mr. McIntyre here. Tim, would you take Amanda outside with Jamal, huh? Take her for a walk. Amanda, Timmy's going to take you for a walk, okay, with Jamal? Is that okay? Okay, there you go. Just be careful.
I'm by
That's right.
me.
Stay out of trouble.
Don't worry, man.
Why don't you sit down there, Mr. McIntyre, and we'll discuss this like a couple of adults.
Thank you. I mean, I followed the trial along with the rest of the world, but that sharp lawyer of yours, he had the press barred from the courtroom, suppressed all the testimony, the evidence, so we never got to see any of the real good stuff. Well, like the letter opener itself, was it really 6 inches long?
Mr. Overwell,
And how deep was the wound? According to the National Intruder, it was 4 inches. You missed his hard pair of whiskers. Is that true?
You're very curious, Mr. Overwell.
Oh, I'm a man on a mission, Erica. Oh, and is it true about your daughter? Your own flesh and blood turns against you, and to get even, you have to send her to jail?
Mr. Overwell, please, why should we go into that?
Yeah, Erica's used to this kind of attention, right, Erica? Spotlight doesn't bother you.
Well, that depends. But let's get one thing straight, first of all, about Kendall Hart. Every problem that she has, she certainly has brought on herself. She is in jail because she committed perjury.
Ah.
And as for your tacky personal questions, I do object to them. It's true. My personal life is off limits.
Excuse me. I mean, I just figured anybody who stabs her 6th or 8th husband in a fit of temporary insanity has the right to expect people to ask a few questions.
Questions about her career, Mr. Overwell?
Yes, how I can represent your product.
I called it the price of fame.
Fame, we brought a portfolio.
Wait, Olga. To be honest with you, Mr. Overwell, I find your remarks extremely offensive. And your behavior makes me unable to imagine working for you.
Hey, I got news for you, honey. You're the one with the attitude. I'm just a working stiff with a huge expense account and a wife who loves to read all the dirty details they write about you in the tabloids.
I see. Perhaps you should find yourself another celebrity spokesperson. One who could tolerate you.
Erica.
Is she coming to brush off?
No.
Oh, consider yourself brushed off, Mr. Overwell.
Huh, big deal. It's not like I had to stand in line to get a number to have an appointment with Erica Kane.
Oh, you are a rude and boorish pig.
Well, I've been called worse.
Yes, I'm sure you have. But I have only just begun. You lured me here with the promise of a good job, but no, you only wanted to dig for dirty details.
Erica, don't shout.
Oh, well, I will shout if I want to. And they call women nosy? Well, you give men a bad name everywhere. You are filthy. You are just unprincipled. You are crude. And I hope you choke on your champagne.
She's very high-strung.
Carol, excuse me for just a moment.
I can't believe we have to put up with that harpy at the dinner table every night.
Harpy.
Okay, it's fine. She's a savage, all right? No, she's an ogress.
Stop it. Okay, calling Kendall names is not going to solve anything.
I can't stand
And what are
it.
you going to do? Never eat again?
She makes me sick.
So you're just going to waste away and starve to death for her sake. How is this going to look at the hospital? They're going to be saying, did you hear Dr. Maria Santos' husband starved to death? This is not going to look good.
I will not break bread with Lady Macbeth's little sister.
Okay, then I will cook all of our meals myself and we'll dine privately out on the balcony, and if it rains, we'll eat in the garage. Okay?
The sight of her makes my teeth grind.
Birds in their little nest agree.
What?
Mama used to say that to us all the time when we were growing up. It means if you share a nest, your family, you get along.
Birds in their little nests agree.
Mm-hmm.
What if one of us is a vulture? And that vulture is not related to our family by blood or marriage.
Dimitri is, at least until his divorce from Erica is final, and Anton certainly will be if he marries her.
I gag at the thought.
Well, Dimitri thinks keeping Kendall here near us is the best way for Anton to see the worst side of her, to see her for her true colors, and maybe come to his senses. Dimitri's accepted her. We said we would, too.
I don't know how you put up with this.
Well, just try this. Just repeat to yourself, this won't last forever. This won't last forever. This won't last forever. This won't last forever.
This won't last
Good.
forever.
This
This
won't
won't
last
work,
forever.
Maria.
Yes, it will. It's a mantra. It's a meditative
It's a bunch of malarkey
technique.
is what it
not.
is.
Silly.
There's one sure way to get rid of Kendall. Murder the little witch in her sleep.
The capper is that once the divorce is final, my client will petition the court to award parental rights to Tom and Livia, his family of choice.
I knew it. I knew she was behind this. I knew Tom and Livia could not be trusted.
This has nothing to do with them. This has everything to do with Jamal.
See, this is exactly why I wanted him in a neutral home, not yours.
They don't even know the papers were filed.
Oh, sure.
Why should they? They have no legal say here. It's all Jamal. It has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with Tom and Livia. You need to get that through your head.
Hey, wait a minute. You ever hear the term conflict of interest?
Oh, don't even try it.
Oh, yeah. See, you can't represent my son because you're Livia's law associate. You work for her, and she is the woman that wants Jamal.
Correction. Jamal wants Tom and Livia. He does not want you. That may be hard to swallow, but get used to it. For the first time in his life, your son is going to get what he wants, and I'm going to be the guy that gets it for him. And if that means I got to resign from the firm, if that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Okay, we have to play by the rules. There's no going near any cars, okay? Jamal? No going near any cars. I got it. Okay, Amanda, we're going to play follow the leader, all right? No going near any cars, okay? Come on, follow me.
Take it easy, Janet. Don't rush things. Look at how cute she is.
Is she all right? Are you all right, sweetie? Fall down and go. Leave her alone.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. It's just I saw her fall, and I wanted to make sure she's all right. After all, her knee is cut. You know what you guys should do? You should go over to the drugstore and buy some stuff to fix her up.
I'm not leaving my sister. Amanda, are you okay?
Oh, yes, she's brave. You're very brave, you know that? But her knee is cut. Couldn't you guys go over and get some antiseptic and some bandages?
Well, her knee's not cut bad, but I could go and get the stuff if you want. I guess she needs a Band-Aid. Yeah, go ahead. I'll be right back.
See, he's going to get everything you need to get your knee all fixed up now. Does that burn? You know, sometimes when you cut yourself, it burns. But I was thinking maybe I could blow on it, and maybe that would cool it off. You want me to try that? I'll blow very gently. Does
I feel better?
You made her stop crying.
Of course. I've had a little practice with children. So I wouldn't mind a little more, especially with one as cute as this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give your friend some money. Here, take this to him.
He has money.
Well, antiseptic's expensive. Besides, I want to pay for it.
No, I need to stay with Amanda.
No, you don't. I'll watch her. Come on, no one's going to bother us, are they? Besides, the drugstore's just right over there. I mean, you can watch us through the window. Amanda and I are never going to take our eyes off each other, are we?
I guess. Okay, Amanda, you stay with this nice lady, and Jamal and I will be right back, okay? Okay?
Here, take the money. Oh, sweetie, everything's going to be all right. Mommy's here. Everything's going to be fine.
I don't mean to sound disrespectful, Dr. Martin, but if you're against Kendall, well, no offense, but I'd rather not get into it. You know, I have nothing to say about Kendall one way or the other. I scarcely know the young lady. But I do have something to say about the other matter. I have very strong feelings about young physicians who commit to a strenuous internship program and at the same time commit to being husbands or wives. And surely your bride deserves the kind of attention that an intern in our program cannot possibly give to her.
Dr. Martin, you don't understand.
People your age are always saying people of my age don't understand. But some things don't change. You have to work at marriage just as you work at a career. They both require dedication.
Well, sometimes things can't be helped.
I'm not talking just off the top of my head. Sit down, please. I'm speaking from experience. I married young myself. I love my wife and I love my children very much, but it was a real struggle. I spent more hours at the hospital than I ever did with them. It would have been much better all around if we had waited.
Well, love can't always wait.
Thinking back over it, I think I did my wife a real disservice. I placed a great burden on her. By getting married then, and instead of waiting till I got my career more or less underway, I think I was just plain selfish. I would have been a better husband and a better doctor if I had waited till I completed my internship. So, said my piece. Hope you'll give a little more thought to your decision.
Well, Kendall did ask if we could just enjoy being engaged for a while. She said she needed some time to get her life settled.
That's sensible. Did you listen to her?
I tried.
Try a little harder. Women often are wiser about these things than we are.
Well, maybe the best thing to do right now is not rush into anything. Maybe Kendall was right. We should wait.
I would love to know what you find just so amusing about this. Edmund and Peggy were rude to me, inexcusably horrible, and you just sat there doing nothing. You could have stood up for me the way your sister did, but no. That's just a little too civilized for you, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Right, you're sorry. I deserve better for my first meal back here at home.
What'd you expect us to do, drink you a toast?
I guess your sister is the only one with any manners, huh?
Oh, you don't know? Maria's perfect. But then you never did anything to her. Whereas you drove your mother to stab Edmund's brother, you perjured yourself on the witness stand, you kidnapped your little half-sister, told terrible lies about Dmitri, served time in the state penitentiary. You know, that's all I know about. Who knows what else? I wouldn't worry. Edmund and Peggy aren't the type to hold grudges. They'll come around. My advice is just let it slide off your back.
How long have you sponged off Dmitri at Wildwind? A couple of weeks? Well, I lived here for ages, and I know more about Edmund and Peggy than you will ever know. So here's what you can do with your advice, Julia. You can save it for someone who cares, if there is anyone. And I sincerely doubt that there is.
You know, you can catch more flies with molasses than you can with vinegar. I learned that the hard way.
Are you for real?
I think it's just better to be cautious, to give people some room, instead of being mean and pushy. I made that same mistake, and now I'm paying for it.
There's your problem right there. I have no intention of paying for anything. I met Erica Kane's daughter for nothing.
Ways we could get rid of Kendall. We could hotwire her bed. We could flay her alive. We could chop her into little pieces, feed her to the goldfish. We could stick her in the dryer, turn on the gas. We could stick her in the oven. But first we put an apple in her mouth. Yeah, baked Kendall. Now there's a dish to tempt any palate.
We got the old standby. They'll stuff her in a burlap sack and dump her in the river.
I was saving that one for Julia.
Wouldn't it be great if you could just dump all of your problems that easily?
We could poison her toothpaste. Put a scorpion in her shoes.
Come on now. We've got to do this for Dimitri's sake and for Anton's.
You think I blew it already?
No, you were a little short-tempered, you know. Not too bad.
I'm going to have to apologize, aren't I?
Yeah, it's an excellent idea.
Beat my swords into plowshares. I will turn the other cheek. And I will probably throw up.
Good for you. I am so proud of you. No, I am. I have got faith in you that you can do this. Yeah, I'm on.
Can I shake some sense in Anton?
Edmund?
Okay. This won't last forever, right?
Right, good.
Right, okay, good. I'll do my duty. I will do what has to be done, but there's got to be a quick way to boot this broad out of the house.
Like what?
What if Anton fell for somebody else?
Julia? Is that you?
Oh, hi.
What's wrong?
Oh, why would you think anything's wrong? Just standing here all alone, staring up at the dark night sky, wondering where on earth the moon is.
Well, the moon is waning. It won't rise until later. Are you upset about something?
Oh, life's too short to get upset about stuff that's insignificant in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, do you know where Kendall is?
Odd you should ask. Anton, what do you see in her?
She wasn't at the lodge, so I thought she might have come over here.
Yeah, she showed up for dinner.
What happened?
Well, I'm not one to be a tattletale, but first she picked a fight with Edmund, who left with Maria, and then she insulted Peggy, who ended up pouring a full plate of food in her lap, and then it was my turn.
Well, you poured a plate of food in her lap, too?
No. I made the mistake of trying to give Kendall advice, you know, from my own experience. It's a total waste. She told me what I could do with it, and it wasn't pretty.
I'm sorry.
All I said was, you know, that she should try to give the family some room and not be so pushy. I guess she just took it the wrong way and got steamed. Oh, well. Maybe you'd have better luck with her.
I think it's time Kendall and I had a long talk about a couple of things. But what about you? How's everything since the last time we talked?
Oh, terrible. My life stinks. I have no hope of ever being happy again. So I've decided to do the noble thing. Help other people. What?
I just think you're funny. It's sad, but very funny. And very nice.
You scared me.
Well, I thought you knew I was behind you.
You followed me.
I saw that you were upset. I thought that I
You said
could...
what? You heard me shouting at Mr. Overwell, is that it?
I couldn't help overhearing.
Well, I was angry, and sometimes when I'm angry, I raise my voice.
Well, I was, I don't know why I jumped up and rushed after you. I guess I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, I'm fine. I'm just fine, thank you. You have Miss Juergens waiting upstairs for dinner. No need to stay here, for my account.
Yeah, well, neither of us is going anywhere until somebody opens that door for us.
Hello? Somebody open the door! Please, I don't understand why they don't hear us.
Erica, please. Let me try. Anyone out there? Open up!
No use.
Erica, what
There's just
what
no
is
point to any of this.
What is wrong?
Everything. Just everything.
The celebrity spokesperson deal fell through.
It was a trick. And I wouldn't work for that man. I mean, I'd rather beg on the street than work for that
What
man.
kind of a trick?
Well, I thought he wanted me to work for him because I'm bright and talented, and because I have a track record, and because I know how to represent a product. I really thought that, but no. Dirty details about my private life. That's all that lecherous jerk was after.
I'm sorry.
Well, I should have known better. I mean, I should have expected it.
You know, a man like that isn't worth worrying about.
Look, I thought that I could put my past behind me and move on. I guess this Mr. Overwell really did me a favor. He taught me a lesson. My past is out there. I can't pretend that the mistakes I made never happened, and I just have to realize that now I have this permanent baggage that I have to take with me everywhere. I just don't understand, because usually I can fight everything, and I do, and I'm brave, and I fight battles, and I win them, and my personal history, I can't do that. I can't fight it anymore, Dimitri. I can't do it anymore. It's too hard.
Isn't there anything that I can do to help?
You don't think I'm a sponge, do you? Or a leech?
No, of course. No. I think you're great. I also think I better find Kendall and talk to her.
You looking for Kendall? So am I.
What for? She can pick on me a little more and insult me, maybe?
No. No, actually, so I could apologize for how I behaved at dinner tonight. I was a jerk, and I'm sorry.
Thank you. I accept your apology. And I hope that you will all be as happy as Anton when I say that I don't want to live with you anymore. I want to marry you right away.
This is ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, yeah, you do it. Go ahead. Pursue this divorce thing. You sabotage your legal career before it even gets started.
The only guy who's sabotaging anything here is you.
Yeah, right. This is ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. You don't have a chance of winning. You don't have a prayer of winning.
Hear the message, pal. Jamal doesn't give two hoots about his DNA test. He doesn't want you. Now, I know that hurts. He's very determined. What he wants is to have you out of his life, and he will do anything to accomplish that. And so will yours truly. Sayonara.
Even though you have a little boo-boo, you're still the prettiest girl in the whole wide world. You know that? It's going to be fine. We're going to make it all better. I love you very much, sweetie. You know that? Is your daddy taking good care of you? I think he is. And that makes your mommy very happy. I'm happy to know that you're a happy little girl. Hey, you want to play a game? Patty cake. I'll teach you how to play patty cake. Patty cake, baker's man. Bakery cake.
Hey! What are you doing with my kid?
This is Walter crying. Should you pay for a program that helps women inmates with AIDS clean up their act? Karen Souther investigates the cost and care of being a prisoner of AIDS tonight at 6.
Coming up, will Todd's identity be unmasked when he stalks Rebecca at the costume ball? Stay tuned for One Life to Live. Next, here on ABC.